But I'll put it like this. If you're filming YouTube videos in your mother's basement, there's a solid chance you might be eligible for this program.
How convenient is that? Wow.
Hey there, it's ℂ𝕙𝕒𝕢𝕃. Can't afford regularly priced Burning Man tickets? Neither can I. They're expensive. And that is why today we will be talking about Burning Man's Ticket Aid program, formerly known as their low-income ticket program. So, I'm making this video to say the Ticket Aid program application is officially live, and here are some tips and tricks to get accepted into the program. This channel is a realm dedicated to psychedelic harm reduction and sacred earth medicine, as well as modern-day cultural psychedelic events like Burning Man. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and you can find me on Instagram and TikTok at ℂ𝕙𝕒𝕢𝕃. And for more Burning Man organization and preparation, check out my Amazon packing list and check out this YouTube playlist. If I go to Burning Man in 2023, it will be my 4th IRL burn. That's insane to think. And every burn so far that I've went to, I've gotten in on the Ticket Aid program because I am a self-employed artist. And the economy is in shambles. And for most creative types, especially creative types in their 20s, we cannot afford the luxury of the full ticket. So, what is the Ticket Aid program? Well, Burning Man reserves 5,000 tickets priced at $225 each. These tickets are specifically for us low-income, in need of aid folks. The only way to get these tickets, which are basically half off, is through this application, so you want to be sure to prioritize it so that we can get you to Black Rock City. Let's talk about eligibility. Well, Burning Man doesn't officially give us the income range that they're looking for, but I'll put it like this. If you're filming YouTube videos in your mother's basement, there's a solid chance you might be eligible for this program.
How convenient is that? Wow. How convenient is fucking that?
These applications are for one person, so you can't apply as a couple or a family. You can't submit it on anybody else's behalf. You must use your legal name and also, your legal tax forms and stuff. And you must provide your proof of income and expenses. So, applications without documentation cannot be considered. I will say this application has usually taken me around 30 to 45 minutes every year to put together and submit. But once you do it, it's done and it's quick and easy. Another restriction is you can't previously have bought a Burning Man ticket for this year. So unfortunately, if you already bought a ticket, you are ineligible. So let's get into the technical stuff in this application. This application requires financial documents. So that's going to look like your current W-2 or other tax documents from the past year, a tax return, a pay stub, disability or unemployment benefits. You catch the drift. You can also provide proof of debt. I typically go with my tax returns and tax documents, and every year I've submitted it. Like I said, they've accepted it. Then there are some prompts that they're going to want you to answer. So you're going to have to fill out your legal name, email address, written address, phone number, the years that you've attended Burning Man in the past, if any affiliations that you have with theme camps or volunteer staff. You're going to want to let them know that here. Next, you're going to describe your Burning Man projects and affiliations. I like to take my time to write these prompts out and go pretty in depth, and I can tell that they appreciate that because they always give me a ticket.
Done. Now let's see how it looks so far.
One of the first prompts is something along the lines of like, what does Burning Man mean to you? Something like that. I usually take my time to write that. The next prompt is about how you plan on contributing to Burning Man. So if you know you're going to be volunteering on a sculpture, for example, or with some big department, that's very important that you mention how you'll be contributing. Next, they're going to have you describe your financial needs. So for me, that's working artist, writing this application from my mother's base, etc., etc. They want to know why exactly you are in financial need. This is the place where, you know, you're gonna write your little sob story or whatever. This is from a previous application. Quote, "The pandemic has seriously affected how able many are to afford videography, and I have been living off unemployment for most of it." Something along the lines of that. That was from a couple years ago. Then the application is gonna wanna know what your average monthly take-home income is, what is your household average monthly income. They're asking you for your rent and mortgage, your utilities, groceries, medical, dental, vision care. They're gonna wanna know your transportation costs, any child care costs, tuition, cleaning supplies, toiletries. They really get in depth. Clothing, pet care, entertainment, restaurants, savings, debt repayment, and others. They also have you explain this other category. They also want to know, does anyone claim you as a dependent? Do you have a partner applying, and the partner's name? And then if awarded, you're going to have to pay for your tickets between July 24th to July 27th. You will have to pick up your ticket at an allotted time. So this application, you got to sit down with it. It takes a while, but like I said, once it's done, it's done. And an important side note, your ticket at Burning Man is one of the lowest costs that you're going to have to pay. What I usually have to shell out the big bucks for is transportation. That's airplane costs and hotel costs, as well as Burner Express bus. If you don't have that much camping equipment, you might have to pay upwards of $600 to get your tent, your survival equipment, and all that kind of stuff. So you can submit this application and then discover that, you know, hey, I actually can't afford Burning Man. But the good news is that you have plenty of time to make that decision between now and July when you have to pay for these tickets. The other piece of good news is that the more you go to Burning Man, the less expensive it is to go to Burning Man.
Nailed it.
So that first burn is gonna be your most expensive burn. And after that, you're gonna be able to pay less and less each year because you don't have to repurchase things. So again, 5,000 tickets, and I apply always the day of. I like to make sure that my application is one of the first applications that they're gonna be getting, and that I'm not waiting too long to submit that, because these applications will close when they've hit a certain number. So I hope that has explained the Burning Man low income ticket program. I just wanted to make this super quick video to let you know, hey, apply now if you want to go to Burning Man. The Burning Man Ticket Aid program is one of the ways that the org makes Burning Man a little bit more accessible for all of us artist folks and folks in between jobs, in between lifestyles. So I am wishing you all the best of luck in snatching these Ticket Aid program tickets.
Yeah, that's how you do it. That's how you do it.
Burning Man can be pretty expensive. At the end of the day, it can cost between $1,000 to $2,000 to go if you're going the low income way. I know folks who have gotten in for less. My first burn, I got in for less. You can also find benefactors. That's how I got in for the first time. I had a benefactor. So there are many creative ways to get to Black Rock City. Please don't forget that. This has been a Black Rock City Living special, a little news break, if you will. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more Burning Man videos. And you can find me on Instagram and TikTok at Chrysanthus, and DM me on Patreon. You can check out this Keep It Trippy merch on Threadless, as well as my newly launched line of metaphysical journals. So yes, best of luck to all of you again with getting these tickets, and I hope to see you out in the dust, whether it's this year or another. Don't forget to keep it trippy.
A one-way ticket to pain!